passion, the spark that gives life, but alone it bears no warmth. Our ferocity is its only hope. Day by day, pain, effort, failure fuel the flame to a masterpiece. Do you need to love art to get really good at it? This question has been on my mind a lot lately, especially as I've been on this journey of practice and also self-discovery. Many say that art is a form of self-expression, and I certainly agree with that. But what about the other side of art? The part that requires logic and reasoning to understand fundamentals, those fundamentals which push our art to new levels. That's what I've been working on lately. But first, let's define what art is so we can know what we need to do to get good at it. Art is a multifaceted discipline, and it blends creativity with technique. While passion is often seen as a driving force behind artistic growth, like those people that say they've drawn since they were children, which a lot of them have said that, there's also a technical part to that too, which is a different dedication than just loving to do it and just doing it all the time. As you guys can see on the channel, day in and day out, I've been doing the same thing over and over again, just grinding fundamentals. But I've also been free sketching off camera and also studying other people's art. Some of these activities, like finding inspiration for what I'm going to draw, and imaginative sketching, like just drawing from what's from my mind, are driven by passion. For the inspirations, I find people that I like, and for the sketching, it's whatever I think of in the moment. But when it comes to stuff like drawing these boxes, fundamentals, perspective, these are different story. The fundamentals are essential, but when doing these exercises, they can get a little boring. When I first started this box challenge, I was having fun with it for maybe the first 30, but I started noticing yesterday that it was kind of getting boring because it was the same exact thing over and over again. And when you're doing the same thing over and over again and you don't feel like doing it, that's not passion that really keeps you going. That's discipline, and it requires focus. Because if I wasn't focusing, which I wasn't yesterday, I would keep messing up. Simple stuff that I know how to do, but because I'm bored, I'm messing up those things. And that's when the spark of passion starts to dim. So, where does that leave us if the passion dims and it requires discipline? Passion obviously isn't enough by itself to make us improve all the way. Just like those people that were practicing all the time, they couldn't have just survived off of passion alone. At some point, which all of them also say, they got serious about art. And what they mean by it is they got serious about it and started to go professional with it, means that they added discipline basically to their life. Meaning they made art an intentful thing. They chose to practice it. It didn't just become something they did when they felt like it. It became something that they needed to do. And that's when people start to actually get better, is when people add the discipline to their life, because it then allows them to master technical aspects to art and not just the creative side to it. A lot of people will get good by just passion alone, but they won't get good enough. They reach a wall, basically. I've even heard Kim Jong-gi say this when in an interview one time, that he was getting really good because he was drawing all the time for an extremely long time, maybe like 10 years plus. But he said he didn't get to the point that he got to until he started learning stuff like perspective, which is a technical skill. He didn't even know that existed, actually. He kind of got it, like he kind of know it, because when you observe and draw consistently, you will start to notice those nuanced things. But if you don't focus on it, you can't make it better. So, throughout my journey so far of the past, I don't know, maybe 6 months, I've realized that art isn't just a talent or a passion. It's also about growing and evolving in the skills that we have to learn. So that means pushing ourselves out of comfort zones and challenging ourselves to learn and improve, which doesn't always consist of passion. It can, but it doesn't always. And so, do you need to love art to get really good at it? I think yes, but there's also a caveat. You don't need to love every aspect of art. You just need to love it enough and love the process for learning and for growing as an artist. I think the passion fuels your drive. And if you have a passion like that, that passion will fuel your drive to improving and pushing beyond your limits. Because if you're just drawing for yourself or what you feel like, you will reach a limit and you will want to stop. But that's when you add the discipline and you keep yourself going, and then you actually create the art that you are meant to create. So thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of me drawing these boring boxes, which also today, they came out pretty bad because I started to get bored. But now that I've talked about it, I will focus on that more, of bringing my awareness to what I'm doing and being more intentful with ghosting the lines, making them straight, and also trying to make it right. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.